Holy shit. Is that only 500 drop frames? That may bode well or not well, I'm not too sure, to be honest. The stream's bitrate is lower than the recommended bitrate. We recommend you use a streaming bitrate of 6800 kbps. Okay. I highly doubt my internet can do this. Let me hold on. Streaming bitrate calculator. My upload speed is 10 Mbps at best. My max bitrate should be 6000. My internet's not good enough, YouTube. You think I can do that shit? I'll give it a shot, though. 6800 kbps. Who the fuck does that? Let's see how bad my frames drop from this. Like, my upload speed right now on OBS doesn't even show it going past 3500. How can it possibly do 6800 bitrate? Excuse me? I'm probably gonna get throttled before that happens. Oh, I'll give it a shot, I guess. The second I see anything go wrong on my screen, though, I'm going straight down. All right. Let's do Yupankwe's turn 5 first. All right. Let's go that way. This is gonna go horribly fucking wrong. Oh.
Hi, I'm Huni. Are you here to help find the baby saurians?
The baby saurians, huh?
Toba, you must be the helpers that we've been waiting for.
It's nice to meet you too, but we're just passing through. Oh, but Uncle Sanka said he was gonna send some of his friends over to help us. You sure he didn't mean you?
We don't know anyone called Sanka, though.
Yeah, sorry. Whatever this is about, it sounds like you've got the wrong end of the stick. Wrong end of the stick?
Darn it! We've been tricked, Huni. I should have known that Glasses Guy was a con artist.
What are we supposed to do about the baby saurians now? Time's running out. It's okay, Huni. Don't worry. Why don't you tell us what happened with these baby saurians, huh? There's been a lot of unrest in the tribe lately, and my dad's saurian got injured. Her name's Nana, and she has 3 little babies. After what happened to Nana, her babies were so scared that they ran off and hid. I'm really worried about them, so I decided to go look for them. If Nana is your dad's saurian, why isn't he the one looking for them? My dad's one of the elders, so he's busy getting ready for Turnfire Night. It's a really important ceremony, more important than this, anyway. I'm not supposed to be out here either, but I snuck out without telling him. I didn't think it would take very long. But then that guy we ran into made us tell him loads of stories, and it wasted so much time.
Yeah, he was so selfish. He doesn't have a heart.
It's all right. Don't let him get to you. We're here now, and we'll help you, because we care a lot, don't we, Traveler?
We sure do, because we're the Traveler, and we do everything for everybody. So are the baby saurians nearby, then?
They should be. I already managed to find their tracks, and it seems like they're hiding on the cliff.
Oh.
Really? Wow! Thank you so much, Miss Traveler and Miss Paimon.
Awesome. You gotta be careful out on the cliffs, though. They're really steep. Even grown-ups have trouble climbing them.
Huni said the baby saurians are on the cliff, so let's find a way up.
Oh. What's up, little dude? Oh. Hold on. Let's take a picture of that. I wish they had a first-person camera for this. Right. Poggy. Oh, and I'm not streaming on Twitch, but one should be right above me.
You really are a one-trick pony, you know.
Oh, I glitched out. Ponini? Look at the little fucking goggles on him. Tell me there's a... I'll grab this thing first.
Woohoo!
Oh, it's just literally right here. I'm stupid as fuck.
Okay.
Let's go this way. God fucking damn it. There we go. Is there more swing points or none?
10 points for agility.
10 points for agility. Real funny, how? Sorry. Stream looks good though. I'm actually happy about it. We are actually streaming at 5K bitrate. Kind of cool. A house here. He's got a little fucking musketeer hat.
Wait, but what's that other... A how? Well, if it isn't the gruesome twosome who wormed their way into our servant circle of friends. Still awestruck from the last time we met? Would that be why you hastily scrambled up here to pay your respects the moment you saw us? I suppose we can't blame you. Such is the spell that our majesty casts on our minions. Very well. You heathens leave us no choice. The almighty Dragon Lord, Kahula shall grant you the audience that you seek. Come, pucker up. You may now kiss our feet. Wait, aren't you like Kinich's sidekick? What the heck are you going on about? You're somehow managing to be even more annoying than the last time we met. Silence! Who are you calling sidekick? We are the Dragon Supreme, sovereign ruler of the Nation of Flame. We shall have you know that last time, were it not for Kinich's earnest pleading on your behalf, you would have received not a single word of mercy. Oh, come on. You talk big, but Kinich clearly has you under lock and key.
Oh, great sovereign. What brings you to this mountaintop? It's a little munchkin. What are you doing up here?
That's great, sovereign, to you. You dare invite the wrath of the almighty Dragon Lord, Kahula. You will burn in turn fire for 1,000 years for your blasphemy. If you must know, our humble servant begged us to investigate an abyss incident near Hoytsidlan, and we chose to grant his request. Abyss incident?
Mm-hmm.
See this little lizard? Its mother, a medium-sized lizard, came under the influence of abyssal power. In her confusion, she attacked my servant's tribe, then assailed her own offspring. Yikes. So how is she doing now? She was but a lowly bug fighting against the power of the abyss. Naturally, she has departed for the Night Kingdom. Such a fragile creature. Apparently, she ended her struggle by leaping from a cliff. Leaping from a cliff? My dear anemic flying ant, as addled with questions as your head may be, please keep them to yourself and wipe that absurd expression off your face. We are the almighty Dragon Lord Kahula-How, not a wish-granting fountain. Anemic flying ant! Just you wait. Two can play at the ugly nickname game. We sense a faint abyssal energy. An evil sorcerer must be lurking nearby, but they are well hidden. If you encounter any suspicious outlanders, be sure to give them a robust interrogation. Suspicious outlanders? Wait, are you mocking us? Ha! How dare you cast aspersions on your ruler, heathen! You're just lucky that our servant has such vile taste in friends. Otherwise, we would beat you black and blue, and then purple, then black again! If you're not here to kiss my feet, then get out of my sight. Do not impede the work of the almighty Dragon Lord, Kahula-How! Potty mouth on that guy! Paimon is furious! Still, good to know about the abyss threat, huh? Wasn't expecting that. Let's not get sidetracked.
Wow, they actually just straight up canceled the fucking voice lines because it was way too long. Chinese script was probably like two fucking years shorter.
Let's ride!
Nick?
Wow, you're back already? That was so fast.
I'm so glad that the babies are all right. Thank you both so much. Now we can finally go home and stop worrying about them. You're welcome. Pizza cake! You're not from Natland, right? Because your clothes look different than ours. Hey, you must be tired after all that climbing. You should come take a rest at my house.
Yeah, please come. I promise you'll get a big Scions of the Canopy welcome. We love having guests, and you're really nice people. Not like Glasses Guy.
By the sound of it, Glasses Guy wasn't from Natland either, right? Uh-huh. Well, his clothes sure weren't. You know what? Now that I think about it, there was something really fishy about him. Really? Maybe he was the suspicious outlander that Ahau mentioned.
Could you tell us more about him?
Sure, if you're interested. Let me think. How did the conversation go again? Oh, please, mister. I've told you so many stories already. When are you gonna help me find the baby Saurians?
Just one more story. One more, I swear. Why don't you tell me more about that ball of fire? I heard that there was a huge transparent ball of fire that used to burn 500 years ago, 1,000 years ago, maybe even further back than that.
Oh, you mean Turnfire. That's where the ancient name Mollypo comes from.
Oh, wow. So it was the origin of an ancient name. That's impressive.
Uh-huh. There's a story behind every ancient name. The legend goes that the Turnfire first appeared in the era of the Grand Alliance. It was used by the tyrant Och Khan to rule over Natland and oppress anyone who opposed him. Turnfire is different from normal fire. If you get set on fire with it, you'll feel horrible burning pain from behind you, but you won't die from it right away. And whatever you do, you mustn't turn back to look at it.
Why? What happens if you turn back?
turn around, poof! You get burned to a crisp.
Well, good golly gee. I mean, it's one thing to singe someone's clothes, but burning people alive? That is a big no-no in my book.
Right? How nasty is it to burn someone from behind and not even let them turn around to look? Ochcon really was an evil tyrant.
Yes, shocking behavior. Now, let me guess. Eventually, a valiant hero came to save the day? That's usually how these stories go.
Good guess, Uncle Glasses.
Uncle
Seems
Glass.
like you really know your stuff. The hero was called Yupanqui. He's the ancestor of our tribe.
Yupanqui was friends with Ochcon the Tyrant, and also Shibalanke, the first Pyro Archon. He was working as an ordnance officer for the Grand Alliance at the time. He didn't like how Ochcon was such a cruel tyrant, so he stole the Turnfire and threw it at the Ochcon's army. The soldiers couldn't defend against it, and they all got turned to ash. And that's how our ancestors set our people free. But just as he was about to leave the city, he thought he heard Ochcon calling out to him from behind. It caught him off guard, and he turned around to look.
But Ochcon wasn't there. All he saw was a city burned black, an army in ruins, and giant flames reaching up into the sky.
A split second later, the flames he saw burst out from inside his eyes and swallowed him up.
All it took was a single glance. As soon as he looked back, he was burned to a crisp.
The question is, was this the price he paid for stealing the Turnfire, or the price of turning back?
Nobody knows the answer. But the fire that consumed Yupanqui burned more fiercely than any other. It burned for 100 days until it burned a hole right through the ley lines. And then, the flame dropped into the deathly dark Night Kingdom, where it still burns to this day.
The grown-ups say that it lights up the path that leads to the next life. But for the dead to be reborn, they have to accept the flames and be purified by the fire first. It's like a final look back at your life, where you have to answer for everything you did. Anyway, that's the story of Yupanqui's Turnfire.
Ah, a fine parable indeed. So, is it true? Is it really possible to find this fire in the Night Kingdom?
I don't know. I think it's just a story.
Either way, I assume this name has been passed down in your tribe ever since?
Sure has. It went to Burkina, the hero that we celebrate on Turnfire Night. But that was 500 years ago.
Yeah, and now it belongs to Kinich. So we often call him Malipo Kinich.
Oh,
Kinich, huh?
All right, Uncle Glasses, that's enough stories. Now, can you please go find the baby saurians for us like you promised?
I would, but doesn't the legend of the Turnfire teach us not to look back? Let's not go dredging up the past. Tell me more about this Kinich guy. One more story, I swear. Starting now. No? Careful, Toba. You look dangerously close to cursing me out right now. Tut tut. We can't have that. Cursing is for grown-ups only.
Uncle, you'd better not be trying to trick us, or the Turnfire will get you when you die.
How would it get me if I'm outside of Natlan? Uncle Glasses isn't from here, you know. Unlike you.
Huh?
Wait, is that? All right, kiddos. I'm a man of my word. 2 of my friends are on their way here, and, yeah, they'll help you out on my behalf. Work them like dogs, okay? That's what they're here for. Don't go easy on them just for my sake.
Really? Well, first, can you tell us your name?
We met at the foot of this cliff, so beneath the peaks, let's go with Sanka.
Seriously?
If you don't believe me, turn around and see for yourselves. They're right behind you.
Huh? Where? Oh, wait! Uncle Sanka, where did you go? Yeah, definitely a fishy character. It sounds like he was digging for info about the ancient names.
Yeah, and not only that, but he betrayed us too. He'll pay for this.
All he got out of us was some stories, though. What's the worst that could happen? Traveler, maybe we should go tell Kinich about this. Ahau says he's investigating it, but he's a bit of a loose cannon. We probably shouldn't take him at his word. Huh? You know Kinich? Not very well, but we have met him before, and one time we had a meal together.
Aw, man, I'm so jealous. I never even spoken to him. He's so cool. He's the Saurian hunter, and he has a really awesome ancient name.
Me neither. I don't think my dad really likes him, though. He always tells me to stay away from him. Probably because of that little creep he always hangs out with. He's nasty, and he's so full of himself. Oh, the creep who calls himself Kahul Ahau? Yeah, we've had the pleasure of meeting him too. He sure loves pushing people's buttons. Exactly. I don't know why Kinich partnered up with him. Why didn't he pick me instead?
Uh-oh. Hoonie, look how late it is. We've been out way too long. We better get home now or we'll get yelled at.
Oh, yikes. You're right. Okay, well, this path here leads to our settlement. If you decide to visit, remember to come to my house. If there's anything you need, my dad can help get it for you. Hope to see you soon.
We gotta run. Bye for now.
Seems like that was just exposition. Seems about right.
Need a surfboard?
Knew it.
Okay.
There we go.
Ugh, worthless pile of garbage.
Stop yapping, just take it or leave it.
What? How do you... Okay. There it is. Okay. Oh, this just leads out. I'll go the other way, I guess. This leads into the settlement, he said. Ancient temple. Signs of the canopy. Oh, okay. I'll just go there. Okay. Sup, Trinidad?
Hoonie, what were you thinking, going out by yourself? Don't you know how dangerous it is?
It's okay. Toba helped me. And we met some kind strangers who helped us. And
Kind strangers? What made you so sure they were so kind, huh? Oh, I suppose they had kind stranger written on their foreheads?
yeah, actually, they did. In big, bold letters.
Don't talk back to me. The Mountain King problem still hasn't been solved. What would I do if I lost you too? No dinner for you tonight.
They were good people, Dad. Dinner or no dinner. Hello again, Hoonie. It's Miss Paimon and Miss Traveler. Dad, it's them. They're the ones who helped me. And I promised we'd take care of them if they came to visit.
Oh, so you're the kind strangers. Well, I'm Trinidad. Apparently, you helped my daughter today, so if there's anything you need, just ask. As an elder of the Scions of the Canopy, I've got some influence around here. Now, I trust that you're sensible people, who know better than to take advantage of their host's generosity.
I hope. Hold on. Let me check if Vegas did this one.
Yep, just helping a neighbor. We're not looking for anything in return.
Oh? Well, let's hope so.
Dad, please! They're not bad people! They've eaten at the same table with Kinich before! Be nice to them!
Kinich! Wait! I heard that two mysterious travelers from afar showed up at the Stadium of the Sacred Flame. Are they you?
Yeah, bitch. Yeah, bitch. Stupid bitch. Call me kind stranger, bitch.
And Paimon's the other!
I do apologize. A lot's been going on in our tribe lately, and I suppose the pressure must be getting to me. I can't believe I was so rude to you. I feel ashamed. We got off on the wrong foot. Can we, start over?
Oh, now we're talking! Seriously though, don't worry about it. Already forgotten. We're just happy to see Huni got home safe and sound.
Oh, you just arrived, I take it, and it would be my honor to give you a hero's welcome tonight.
Oh, sure.
Careful now, that's quite an about face. We've heard that kind of thing can lead to spontaneous combustion around these parts.
Get him, Paimon. Sick him. Save the VIP treatment. If you need a favor, let's talk.
My dear traveler, you are very perceptive indeed. Go inside now, Huni. Dad's got some important business to discuss.
Okay, look after Miss Traveler and Miss Paimon. They're very special guests. Well, we'll hear you out, but we can't make any promises that we'll be able to help.
Well, this is a matter of utmost importance. Please, allow me to explain. For many years, our tribe has celebrated the Turnfire Night. It is a traditional ceremony among the scions of the canopy in which we remember our ancestor, Burkina, and his companion, Kangamato, the Mountain King. Burkina was a hero who bore the ancient name Malipo, and Kangamato was a powerful Yumkasor warrior. Together, they fought against the Abyss. They were victorious, but it came at a great cost. Burkina paid with his life. The Mountain King survived, but was contaminated by the Abyss, and he remains in hibernation to this day. Normally, Yumkasors never live longer than a century. It is possible that the Abyssal Power is responsible for his unnaturally long lifespan.
So he's still alive then?
Oh, that's right. The Mountain King is a living symbol of our glory, but even this glory comes at a price. The Abyssal Power inside him is highly sensitive, and when it is disturbed, he awakens and flies into a blind rage, attacking anything that moves. So, besides the ceremony, another important part of Turnfire Night each year is cleansing the Abyssal Power inside the Mountain King, so that he will remain sound asleep. However, Abyss-related incidents have been on the rise in that land lately, as I'm sure you're both aware. As a result, it has become increasingly difficult to keep the Mountain King in hibernation. Only 5 months have passed since the last Turnfire Night, and he's already showing signs of instability.
Has he woken up again?
Mm-hmm.
He has. We managed to contain the situation by performing a makeshift ceremony right away, but it was a close call. He could reawaken at any moment. Also, he attacked and wounded my companion, Nana, during the ceremony. She became contaminated by the Abyss as a result, and...
We heard. Such a tragedy. We're really sorry for your loss.
Yes, and Nana wasn't the first. Anyway, right now we're preparing for an exceptional Turnfire Night ceremony, and we need to find a suitable flame bearer. From what I've heard about your adventures, I believe you would be perfect for the role.
Oh, don't you already have a flame bearer in the tribe?
Of course. Plus, he's a bona fide hero who inherited the Malipo name.
Oh, you mean Kinich?
Yes, he's the one. A hero, worth his weight in gold. And unfortunately for us, he's all too aware of that. No prizes for guessing what he said when I asked him to host a Turnfire night outside of the annual schedule. An exceptional ceremony? Oh, I'll have to charge an exceptional prize. I swear, no other concept exists in that boy's brain.
Well, he's predictable. Fork over the moor and he's all yours.
I'm not the one to usually talk about people behind their backs, but I'm convinced the Wyub got hit on the head and took a wrong turn the day it chose to give that ancient name to him. I mean, have you ever heard of a hero whose mantra is, "What's your asking price?" Oh, and don't get me started on that insufferable Ahau he hangs around with. Thinks he's God's gift to mankind. Pompous fool.
Yeah, Paimon has to agree on that last part.
Anyway, the fact is, the ceremony can just as easily be done without him as long as we can find someone else. And besides, you two seem like much better candidates. So, what do you think?
Well, why don't I talk some sense into Kinich for you first?
Well, there's only a few days left before the ceremony. We can't afford to waste what little time we have on negotiating with him. No, I much prefer if you would consider taking his place.
Okay.
Wonderful! I can't thank you enough. Huni was right about you. You have kindness in your hearts. Come with me to the other side of the mountain. I'll bring you up to speed on each step of the ceremony. As experienced warriors, I'm sure you'll pick it up in no time.
Hero's right. Ow. Meanwhile, in a hidden cave.
Achoo! Curses! Who dares insult the great Kahul-Ahau behind his back?
Oh, great Kahul Ahau, bless you.
Shut your filthy mouth, worm of the abyss! Your putrid words defile the air we breathe. You make the almighty Dragon Lord, Kahul-Ahau, sick to the stomach.
Speaking as a member of the Abyss Order, that's music to my ears. Exactly the kind of reaction we're going for. But on a personal level, I gotta say, it's pretty hurtful.
Ugh, never have we heard such brazen blustering from someone who is inches from death. Up yours, Four Eyes! We spit in your face!
Okay, well, that I am at a loss to explain. How do I manage to stay so chirpy and cheerful? I can only guess it's some kind of powerful magic. But I digress. Mr. Kinich, I admit it, you, sir, are a legendary hunter. Still, the only reason you caught me is that I was reluctant to run away. You see, I'm very interested in the lore of your tribe.
Okay.
Is that it? Kay? Aren't you intrigued to know what it is about you guys that prompted a visit from the Abyss?
No.
It's the extreme sports! The other day, I narrowly avoided getting hit by a very brave soul who just leaped off a cliff. I think you call it bungee jumping? Anyway, I was very impressed. That is what I call embracing the spirit of adventure. Look, I even did a painting inspired by the bravery and freedom of the scions of the canopy.
You scum-sucking swine! I swear, if you go bungee jumping, it'll be without a rope! Head first off the tallest cliff, with a band of hunters on your tail, and nowhere left to run, and a bottomless cesspit waiting for you on the ground.
You say that, but I get the sense that Mr. Kinich isn't planning to take my life right now. On top of that, I'm tired of spying on you from afar. So why don't we just negotiate a comfortable operating distance that works for both of us? I've heard that the most important thing in human relationships is to respect each other's boundaries. What do you say, Mr. Kinich?
Or you could tell me what it is you're really after.
What?
And then I'll name my price.
Basara. Okay.
most important part of going out to have fun is, well, going out. So just show up and I'll handle the rest. Woo! Whoa! Whoa! Whoop! Ah! Woo!
Delicious.
You can only do so much on your own, but with a group, anything's possible.
Okay.
The Abyss contamination is back. No surprises there. No doubt that explains the Mountain King's recent activity. See those torches over there? Those are the Sacred Flame offshoots that we requested from the Stadium of the Sacred Flame. They contain the power of the Pyro Archon.
Are you saying that the Sacred Flame and the Turnfire are the same thing?
Well, for ceremonial purposes, at least. Sending someone to the Night Kingdom to retrieve the legendary Turnfire isn't exactly an option. More to the point, though, the Sacred Flame is able to burn away abyssal filth, so that's why we use it in the ceremony.
Gotcha! So basically, we just need to clean up the filth with the Sacred Flame.
Well, that's one part of it, yes, but the complete ceremony is a bit more complicated than that. First, the Flame Bearer must collect a kindling of the Sacred Flame from the starting point, then use a grappling hook to fly up into the sky and light each of the Sacred Flame pillars. Then, they must go down into the canyon, all the way into the cave where the Mountain King slumbers, lighting braziers and the final altar along the way. The most skilled flame bearers can accomplish all of this without touching the ground once. As much as I hate to admit it, Kinich is capable of this.
Wow! He can do all that flying without ever falling to the ground?
You can do that, Paimon.
Well, of course Paimon can. It'd be much harder for you guys.
Well, don't worry. It's not a requirement of the ceremony. You're allowed to touch the ground. The only thing you're not allowed to do is turn back. The flame bearer must always keep moving forward. You can't skip a pillar, then come back to it after lighting the next one. To do so would be to disrespect our ancestors.
So, what actually happens if you do turn back? Surely the fires don't just go out.
If you're not careful, you might get burned.
What about today then? Does the same rule apply?
Oh no, don't worry. Today is just a practice. The order doesn't matter. You just need to take the sacred flame, cleanse the filth, then go light all the braziers. Are you ready?
Just begin.
I'll repeat all the key points again. Gather the kindling, cleanse the filth, and light all the braziers. I'll wait for you at the end.
Okay. Oh, gross.
There's abyssal filth over there. Let's burn it away with the sacred flame.
Oh.
All right, let's use this kindling to complete our... There's abyssal filth over there! Let's burn it away with the sacred flame!
There it is. Okay. Oh my goodness. Who needs a Yunkasaur? Oh, I gotta approach it. Okay, never mind. That's cool. Let me just grab these. A how's fucking mouth doing that shit is kind of freaky, and not in a good way. Oh, we got dogs here. Interesting. Oh, that alert! Oh, that alert the dogs.
Hey there! Coming at ya!
Silence!
Nope. There we go.
That should be all the braziers! Let's regroup with Trinidad!
I knew I was right about you. You have outperformed all of the other previous candidates. If there was an ancient name for outstanding flame bearers, I'm sure the Wyab would consider you for the honor.
Well, I'm pretty sure Paimon could have done the job.
Yeah! Although it would probably take Paimon quite a bit longer.
All right, now there's still a few days left until the ceremony, and I should probably get back so I can inform the chief and the other elders that I have found the flame bearer we need.
Oh, you mean they've still got to sign off on it?
Some of them are still hoping we can come to an agreement with Kinich, but that's only because they haven't seen you in action. Still, I'm the one responsible for securing a flame bearer, and my recommendation is you.
Damn.
Just for Paimon's own peace of mind, are you sure it's not going to be a problem having Outlanders take on such an important role in your ceremony?
See that place over there? There was a time, long before the age of Burkina and the Mountain King, when we, Scions of the Canopy, called that our home. After a period of upheaval, our ancestors were forced to move away. Now, it has become a place where our youths go to develop courage and kindle a spirit of adventure. If we fail to keep the threat posed by the Mountain King at bay, it might not be long before we have to move again and find a new home. So, to answer your question, I think everyone will agree that you are the right choice.
Fair enough. Desperate times call for desperate measures.
I'll need you to drop by my place at some point before the ceremony, if that's all right. There are still a few final details that we need to discuss.
Okay, see you later then.
You have my gratitude.
And then he's gonna die.
We've helped out with a lot of other local festivals before, but this one feels a little different. Anyway, let's take a break before heading back to Trinidad's place.
He's dipping. Alright, let me get this chest. Kinich's deal. Pay the Scions of a Canopy to visit.
Okay.
Here it comes.
Yeah.
Watch out!
Oh. Hold up.
Ugh, worthless pile of garbage.
Stop yapping. Just take it or leave it.
Man, there's so much I need to explore still. We've got 24%, 48%, 35%. I have not been playing this game, dude. Fuck. Ain't got the time. Alright. Let's get back to business. What's up, brother?
Traveler? Paimon?
Kinich! Fancy meeting you here. We've actually been looking for you.
King dead.
But that's ridiculous. He told us the Mountain King is a living symbol of your tribe's glory.
And that glory comes at a price.
Oh, that's right. The Mountain King is a living symbol of our glory, but even this glory comes at a price. Ah, yes, and Nana wasn't the first.
Well, that's not good.
She likely won't be the last to lose her life either.
Still, is killing the Mountain King really the only way? It seems so extreme.
Well, how does he plan to kill him then?
The Mountain King is a unique case when it comes to abyssal contamination. It's eaten away at him for so long that it has consumed him entirely, and the damage is irreversible. That evil power has both driven him insane and kept him alive over the centuries. So, to look at it one way, once it's completely purged from his body, the Mountain King will finally be able to rest in peace. In past ceremonies, we've only purged around half of the abyssal power. This was to strike a balance, to keep him alive, but also keep him asleep.
Trinidad didn't say anything about how much power he wanted us to purge, but he did say there were some more details to go over before the ceremony.
Then it sounds like you'll know for sure soon enough.
If he really asks us to kill the Mountain King, what should we do?
I think we're a little out of our depth here, you know? Killing, tribal symbols.
I know this must come as quite a shock, so I suggest you act like you didn't hear anything for now. But would you have time to visit the chief after your meeting with Elder Trinidad? I'd like to make a deal with you.
What kind of deal?
One that comes at a very reasonable price. I'm sure you have plenty of other questions, but we can talk more later.
Alright, well, we'll be there.
Good. See you soon.
Yup. I'm here with this fiesta. Let's fucking get it.
Okay.
Oh, hell yeah. Hold on. Let me change the stream thumbnail, if that's the case. Hold on. Doing a live edit right now of the stream. There we go. And then let's go to channel do this. Okay. And change the thumbnail. Genshin stream 5.0. There we go. There we go. He just slapped. What a fantastic looking little. Alright. Claim. Claim and claim. Thank you very much. Yoink. Alright. Let's go.
Woohoo!
Ah, mighty Outlanders, you have returned. Did you have a good rest?
It was, pretty good, yeah.
Glad to hear it. Things are progressing very smoothly on my end. Many of the elders have heard of your heroic deeds, including the chief. They all speak very favorably of you. There are still those who insist that the ceremony should be performed by the bearer of the Malipo name. But they're just stuck in the past. We need to move with the times.
Plus, Kinich doesn't want to do it anyway.
Exactly. So, now, it's time for us to discuss the finer details of the ceremony. We covered the fire lighting part of the proceedings yesterday. The next part is the purification of the Mountain King.
And how does that work?
It's quite simple. You just need to use the sacred flame. We've done it plenty of times before, and it's always very routine. I'm sure you won't have any problems. One point I'd like to stress, though, is that you need to burn away as much of the abyssal energy as you possibly can. The more we dispel, the longer the Mountain King will remain asleep.
Asleep, huh?
Precisely. In previous years, the Flame Bearer has often been unable to dispel a sufficient amount of abyssal energy. That's the only reason why we have to perform the ceremony on a regular basis. But I understand that you have a lot of experience fighting against the Abyss, and you seem to wield the sacred flame quite effortlessly yesterday. With your help, I'm optimistic this time we can dispel all the remaining abyssal energy from the Mountain King's body, freeing us from this ever-looming threat for many years to come.
Traveler?
So this doesn't faze you at all, huh? You clearly have a lot of confidence in yourself. If that's all you really need to know, the ceremony's in 3 days. I'll come and fetch you when we're ready. In the meantime, feel free to take a look around our settlement. It would mean a lot to the elders if you got to know some of our people. And if you wouldn't mind helping them out with a few errands here and there, that would be even better.
So now we have extra errands to run? Maybe we should add a little extra to the price.
Just a humble suggestion, that's all. It will help you gain the respect of our people, and as a mighty hero, I truly believe that's what you deserve. I'll be sticking around for the next few days, so if you have any questions, you know where to find me.
Seems like Kinich was right. We should go meet up with him right away. Faster!
What's up, guys?
Huh, you're here.
Uh-huh.
Kinich! Elder Trinidad said that—
I can tell. It's written on your faces.
Is that the Traveler in Paimon? Forgive me for not being there to welcome you on your arrival. That should have been my duty as chief.
Hello, Chief Waina.
What's up,
I
brother?
only heard the news from Trinidad yesterday, so I asked Kinich to invite you over for a quick chat.
It's our pleasure.
I believe Kinich has already filled you in, so I'll get straight to the point. Firstly, I fully endorse your appointment as flame bearers for the upcoming Turnfire Night. However, I would like to request that you take steps to ensure the Mountain King's safety. Every child of our tribe grows up hearing the tales of our heroes, from Yupanqui the Firebringer to Burkina and the Mountain King who fought against the Abyss. This is our history and our heritage, the source of our pride and the center of our faith. To kill the Mountain King would be to destroy our spirit. I would never be able to face our ancestors in the Night Kingdom. Nana's death was a great tragedy, and I do not blame Trinidad for the actions he has taken. Nevertheless, I cannot allow any harm to come to the Mountain King. The very roots of our identity are at stake. My honored guests, please give this matter your serious consideration.
Is there seriously no solution that would satisfy both sides?
Perhaps there is. But despite all our attempts to contain the situation over the years, we've not found it. Right now, I should like to hear where you stand on this matter.
Well, Paimon, let's sneak out to some other tribe tonight.
Running away won't solve anything. You just need some time to think this through, that's all. Don't worry. We'll come up with something if we put our heads together.
Thank you both. There are still 3 days left before the ceremony. I hope they will bring you clarity.
So, Kinich, earlier you were saying that...
Let's walk and talk. I'll show you around the tribe.
That works too. Paimon needs to get some air after this.
We are in the air, though. Quite high, actually. Jesus Christ, my keyboard's so fucking dusty. Alright, well, I can't move right now. Give me 1 second.
Woo!
Whoa, whoa! Ah.
Alright, there we go.
Oh man, that wasn't this complicated.
There we go.
The most important part of going out to have fun is, well, going out. So just show up and I'll handle the rest.
Okay.
Kinich, Paimon finally understands why you turned Trinidad down. You knew what he was planning, didn't you? That's why you didn't want to be the flame bearer this time, because it's a double-edged sword. The whole Mora thing was just a sneaky excuse.
Double-edged sword is right. But my response wasn't merely an excuse. To solve this exceptional problem, an exceptional price must be paid.
You got a plan?
I'm working on it.
Uh-huh.
Really? Well, come on then, let's hear it.
In a moment. Didn't you have a question you were about to ask me?
Oh, yeah. What was it again? Oh, right. We need to talk about How. He's completely unhinged.
Well, that's a point. Where is he today?
I agree that he has a problem. He needs disciplining, so I hired him a teacher.
What the
You
fuck?
got him a teacher? Oh, Paimon would love to see him get scolded for bad behavior. Anyway, moving on. When we ran into a How, he said you two were investigating some abyss thing together. Is that related to the whole Mountain King situation?
Yes, that's the angle I've been working on. I'm a Saurian hunter, but I occasionally hunt the abyss too. One time I was pursuing some purple demonic dogs when I accidentally entered a hidden space. I did some research after the fact. Apparently they're known as beastly rifts, and there are many of them of all different sizes. That's where those purple dogs were coming from.
So,
if we can locate one of these beastly rifts, clear the monsters out, and move the Mountain King inside, he'd be able to continue living, but without posing a threat to the tribe.
whoa. That sounds kinda crazy. Would it really work?
It's not without its risks, of course. There's a lot of unknowns in the equation. For instance, for all we know, a prolonged period inside the rift could make the Mountain King's condition worse. Still, we desperately need something like this, even just as a temporary measure. You've seen the conflict the issue is causing in our tribe for yourselves, and believe me, it's been a long time coming. The chief is adamant about keeping the Mountain King alive, whatever happens.
Paimon can understand. It's less about the Mountain King and more about preserving your culture and heritage.
Yes, but on the flip side, you've got people like Elder Trinidad, who is more concerned about protecting the people he cares about now and into the future. And he has every right to take that view. It's one thing to try and preserve the last remnants of a glorious past, but making your kin pay the price for it? No one can seriously tell them that's a fair trade.
You're right. There's no easy answers here. Let's leave that to one side for a moment and assume we go with your plan. How do you actually intend to find one of these beastly rifts? Because at least in our experience, the dogs open the rifts when they want to attack us, not the other way around.
I think I know a way. You have any better ideas?
Not at the moment, but it just feels like using the power of the Abyss for our own ends isn't gonna end well. After all, the Abyss is what turned the Mountain King into a monster in the first place. People are gonna think you've lost your marbles.
If it doesn't end well, then that's the price we pay. Everything in the world comes at a price. Even when Yupanqui, the Firebringer, stole the Turnfire, it cost. All I need you to do is keep people away from me. I'm getting harassed on a daily basis by people trying to convince me to be the Flame Bearer. I can't afford to waste all my energy dealing with them. If you help me out, there'll be a gift for you in return.
Ooh, what kind of gift?
Something well worth your while, I'd say. Just keep doing what you've been doing. Integrate yourself with the tribespeople, so everyone comes to terms with the fact that we have a new Flame Bearer. That way, I won't have an endless stream of people coming to beg me to join the ceremony, and I can focus on finding a way to summon the Beastly Rift. Then, when the day of the ceremony comes, we'll move the Mountain King into his new home.
Still sounds pretty crazy. Even for a daredevil like you, that's dangerous. And even if it works, what if neither Chief Lina nor Elder Trinidad are happy with it? Have you thought about what you'd do then?
At least the two of them would finally be on the same side of the issue, leaving only me on the opposing side. The tribe needs leaders like them far more than a Saurian hunter for hire like me. Can I take that to mean that we have a deal?
For sure. And who knows, maybe we'll come up with an even better solution to all of this in the next couple of days.
Great. Well, for the next couple of days, please spend some time among the tribe and lend a hand wherever you can. I'm sure everyone will be swept off their feet when they meet our new Flame Bearer. Good luck to us both.
God damn, why is seaweed so good? Oh my god. Walk around the tribe the next day. Okay. Just... Well, I'm pretty sure this is not the next day, but we'll see.
Okay, task for the day. Meet the tribespeople and take some heat off of Kinich's back.
So,
Pony, how can you call the Mountain King a monster?
Because he hurt a lot of people. And look what happened to Nana.
But it wasn't on purpose. The Mountain King is sick, that's all. He's been hurt by the Abyss.
That's true. But the fact remains that he's now a threat to all of us.
How can you be so harsh to someone who's sick? If you don't take back what you just said, I don't know if we can carry on being friends.
Toba, Kuni, what's wrong?
Pony's saying nasty things about the Mountain King. It's not right. He's our hero.
Once upon a time, maybe. But not anymore.
well, let's not fight now. Are you best friend?
Yesterday, maybe, but not anymore.
Toba? Fine. I guess my dad is right. Things change, and you just have to accept it and move forward.
Okay, bye.
As of today, our friendship is over. There's no going back. Oh, come on, cut it out, you two. We have some great news to tell you. The Traveler is gonna be the flame bearer for the next Turnfire Night. She's gonna do a beautiful ceremony and cure the Mountain King's illness for good.
What? Really?
Yeah.
So that's what my dad wanted to talk to you about? To be fair, from what we saw the other day, you are pretty good at climbing cliffs. Probably just as good as Kinich.
Wait. Speaking of Kinich, where even is that guy?
Oh yeah, good question. Is he not coming to the ceremony anymore? We can get him to come, but if he catches you two fighting again, he won't be happy. He'll be sure to give you both a piece of his mind.
No, we can't let that happen. I've never even spoken to him before. I can't afford to make such a bad first impression.
I didn't mean to argue with Toba. All I said was that the Mountain King has done some pretty bad things. He was the one who turned it into a fight. Yeah, if you weren't friends, there's no way Toba would have come to look for the baby Saurians with you. All right. Well, because it's the Traveler and Paimon and Kinich, I'm sorry, Toba. I'm sorry for all the mean things I said about the Mountain King. Dad just really misses Nana. And I was really upset that she's gone, too.
Huh? Oh.
Awkward, huh?
I shouldn't have spoken to you the way I did either. It wasn't very nice of me. For the Traveler and Paimon, Kinich, and for Nana. I'm sorry too, Huni.
Oh, great.
That's more like it. Now you're best friends again! So, Toba, if I ever say something mean about the Mountain King in the future, I'll make sure I say it to someone else, and not you. I'd better go buy some colored cloth for my dad now. He needs it for Turnfire Night. Let's play again some other time. See you, Toba. See you, Traveler and Paimon.
When I shit talk your idol, I will make sure to do it to your face.
Okay. I'll head home as well then. See you next time.
Yeah, huh?
Okay, take care, you two. Even though they said they're sorry, it looks like their friendship isn't as strong as it was before.
Times are changing.
Let's just hope we can solve this once and for all. Come on, let's move on.
Oh shit. Is that a llama? They're kind of floating over that a little bit. It's okay.
Huh? What's going on over there? Let's take a look.
Phony, you know.
Hey there, what's happening here?
A rehearsal for the Turnfire Night dance.
Ooh, there's a dance involved? Paimon wants to learn too.
You don't know it? Ah, I guess you're not from these parts, huh? It's rare to see a new face around the tribe these days. I thought everyone would be keeping away.
Why do you say that?
Because of the Turnfire Night, of course. The Mountain King could wake up at any time. That's why we're holding an emergency ceremony. This isn't one of those fun and games festivals. For outsiders, it might even be a little dangerous.
Well, did you know that the Flame Bearer this time is actually gonna be an outsider?
Oh, I did hear about that. It's a first for sure. I would have loved to meet them in person.
Well, now you have.
What? Oh, it's you? Man, oh man. Well, this is a nice surprise. It's funny. I was just thinking that I'll probably miss out on meeting the new Flame Bearer since I'm not taking part this time around. Then suddenly, there you are. Must be my lucky day.
You're not taking part in the Turnfire Night? How come? You're not an outsider too, are you?
You must be joking. Watch this.
Okay. Okay.
Not bad, right? Yeah, I'm considered one of the better looking guys who dances beneath the pillars of the sacred flame. Been doing it a few years. Always gets the ladies out to watch.
Uh-huh.
Oh, very impressive. So why'd you quit?
Well, I feel like the whole Mountain King situation is getting more and more precarious. It's just not safe here anymore. One of our elders' Saurian companions even lost her life not long ago. The question is, What are we gonna do about this in the long term? But our leaders don't have any answers for us. They're probably too busy fighting about it amongst themselves. The way things are going, it's only a matter of time before it gets violent. So I figured, you know what? Now's as good a time as any to get away for a little while. Go do some exploring.
You look a little disappointed.
Disappointed? Nah, it's a great opportunity to go see the world. As every male scion of the canopy knows, wherever you are and wherever you go, the only way is forwards. We take pride in that. I won't forget my roots.
So, yep.
I managed to get in touch with the Saurian Relics Association. They gave me a simple test. Find a decent quality relic, and they'll make me a member.
What's the Saurian Relics Association?
You've never heard of it? It's a group of amateur history enthusiasts who do research on the ancient Saurian era. They're all about collecting relics and remnants from that age. Speaking of which, the guy who was Flamebearer before you, I've heard that his Saurian buddy comes from that time.
A how? A how's a relic from an ancient Saurian civilization?
Oh, yeah, him. So you know those two already, huh? Then, do you know how they met? It was deep inside some mysterious ruin, and they signed a contract there. The association folks say that the kind of contract usually comes with a huge hidden cost.
Really? That sounds ominous.
Who knows? But if it's true, Kinich can probably handle it. He knows what he's doing with weighing up contracts and costs and stuff. I doubt he'd make a contract that doesn't benefit him. Strangely enough, I actually happened upon a strange mural a while back, and it looked to me like it was depicting a Saurian and a human involved in some kind of Saurian-era contract ritual.
Oh, cool.
Oh, does that count as a relic then?
You bet it does. I was all ready to go take a picture of it and use that as my entry ticket to the association. But after all the abyssal activity recently, I heard that area's been overrun by monsters. The best laid plans, huh? I'll just have to wait and see if things improve. Or... you look like you know your way around a fight. I don't suppose there's any chance you'd be able to help?
If all you need to get is a picture, that should be pretty achievable, right? The Traveler deals with monsters all the time. It's a piece of cake.
Wait, you're seriously gonna help me out?
Come on, it's no big deal. Compared to some of the things we've been roped into before, this is nothing.
Pyro Archon above, you two have hearts of gold, you know that? You're the kind of people who could dive into the Turnfire deep in the bowels of the Night Kingdom, and it wouldn't burn a single hair off your head.
I did that already.
Of course it is. All right, come with me. I'll show you the way.
Sort of. You don't need to know the finer details. Alright, let's go. Cool.
There it is. It's inside these ruins. As you can see, the place is crawling with monsters.
Alrighty then. Stay back and take cover, Tiago. This could get dangerous. We'll take care of him.
Great minds think alike. I'm not about to cramp your style.
And we'll never see him again. Well. Wait, hold on. Oh, never mind. I was gonna
Bow
bring
your head.
an Archon here.
Be sanctified.
That should be the last of them. It's a good thing Tiago had the sense to stay in his hiding place, or things could have gotten really hairy for him. Hey, look! Definitely looks like a mural.
It's a little on the small side, though.
True. Now that you mention it, most ancient murals take up a whole huge wall. This looks more like someone with a paintbrush got bored and started doodling. It does match the story he told us, though. There's a Saurian and a human. So, is that supposed to be what an ancient contract ritual looked like? Whatever. We're not here to decipher it. Just photograph it.
Okay, cool.
That's a wrap. Let's take it back to Tiago.
You've been robbed? Oh, Ponche. And I thought my luck was bad.
Oh, I put blood, sweat, and tears into that, and now I've got nothing to show for it. Some gap-toothed goon stole it from me.
Gap-toothed goon. That's a really good insult.
Tiago, is this the picture you were looking for?
Let me take a look. Yep, that's the one. Pyro Archon above, you two are superhumans. Hey, Ponche, come and say hi to these guys. They're gonna be the new flame bearers, and they're tough as nails.
Wait, are you the Traveler and Paimon?
Huh? You already know each other?
I don't think so.
Uh-huh.
My nephew Toba's been telling everyone about you. He says you're crazy strong, super friendly, that you helped him out, and that you're gonna be our flame bearers this Turnfire night.
Oh, so you're Toba's uncle. Great to meet you, sir.
Great to meet you, sir.
Sounds like we managed to make a bit of a name for ourselves.
Toba's not wrong, my friend. These two are honestly some of the nicest, most genuine people I've ever met. Everyone speaks incredibly highly of them. Seriously, if you're comfortable telling them about what happened, I guarantee you they'll sort it out in no time.
Really? All I want is to get the fruits of my labor back.
Son of a bitch.
Allow me to explain. Ponche is a well-known scholar within our tribe, author of the widely acclaimed book, Yupanqui's Turnfire. Unfortunately, the book was stolen by a treasure hoarder a few hours ago.
I spent years of my life researching that book. I visited every last ruin, interviewed every descendant of every hero in our history. On the word Malipo alone, I covered at least 5 different interpretations of the meaning based on accounts from different villages.
It was an unparalleled masterpiece.
And now it's all gone. That little goon ambushed me during my morning walk. He snatched all of my belongings, including my entire manuscript.
That book was everything to him. It's like they robbed him of his soul when they took it. Look at him. Lost and listless. He's a shell of the man he was.
Dear honored guests of our clan, I am but a helpless old student. If only for Toba and Tiago's sake, please help me, I beg of you.
Where were you ambushed then?
See what I mean, Ponche? Now you've run into these two, your luck's about to change, big time.
I don't know if he's still there, but come on, I'll take you.
My monitor does give out a bit of heat now that I feel it. Okay. Okay. Alright, let's go. I, Flame Bear.
Hey! You thieving rat! Give me my things back!
What do you want now, you old bum? God, you're a waste of space. Prepare to get shoved butt first into a tree hollow.
I dare you to try.
Oh, what's this? Brought a little bodyguard with you, huh? All right, let's see what you've got. What's this? Eat dirt, suckers!
Seriously?
Off we go. Hey, he's trying to get away! You good? Let's chase him down.
dumbass.
Stop, please! By all the warriors, heroes, gods, and kings, I can't run any longer.
Just beat the fuck out of
Please.
him.
I don't have your stuff anymore. Have mercy.
Oh, yeah? Well, where is it then?
I threw it away.
You threw it away?
The old bum's bag didn't have a single mora in it. Just a tatty old book, worn out pens, and some old rags. All that time lying in wait was for nothing. I was so mad, I just threw all of it away.
Is that really the truth? Okay then, where did you throw it away?
The same place you found me. Look, I swear on the Pyro Archon it's the truth. May all my worldly possessions be turned to ash by Turnfire if I'm lying.
Okay, that's a pretty strong oath. What do we do now? It sounds like he's telling the truth.
Well, let's go back to see if we can find anything.
Right. Let's hope nobody gets to the book before we do. We'll never get it back then.
Meanwhile, in a hidden cave.
Although the Turnfire is a heroic symbol in Huehuehuehue, it always comes with the more ominous implication of eventual tragedy. This holds true for all bearers of this ancient name in recorded history. Each one of them died of non-natural causes, as if the specter of the Turnfire was always lurking in the background. This appears to suggest the existence of some higher power that is always watching the name-bearer, examining their actions, and eventually demanding payment in return. None can escape this payment, unless, perhaps, they could honestly swear by Turnfire to never make a single mistake in their entire life. Yupanki's Turnfire. What an incredible work on ancient name philology. I can't believe it was just lying there for me to take. Let me see, the author is... Panche. Nice. A gentleman and a scholar.
Silence, book muncher. The great Kahulahow will suffer your droning voice no longer.
Do you truly find no joy at all in perusing such rich historical records?
Joy? What joy is there in this pointless drivel?
Well, it makes a pretty shocking prediction. Every bearer of the ancient name Malipo eventually meets a grisly end. Maybe that's the price you pay for the name that means price?
What? You're saying Kinich will die a violent death? So I'll finally get to take over his body? When will that glorious day arrive? The great Kahulahow demands to know!
Wow, you are just irredeemable, aren't you? An agent of chaos down to the core. You make us Abyss Order folks look like saints in comparison.
Silence, maggot! To presume that anyone compares your kind with the great Kahulahow is sheer vanity. And if that day ever comes, oh, your doom will soon follow.
You don't need to lecture me about Doomsday. Here's what I know, based on countless historical texts. All civilizations will be reduced to rubble by the passage of time. From ancient kingdoms, to heavenly thrones, to worlds beyond, there are no exceptions. But from the ruins of every civilization, the dust will rise and never settle, thus transcending the confines of time. That dust is what we call a civilization's spirit. And you, great Kahulahow, are one such speck of dust from a bygone age. I've paid dearly for the chance to observe you up close. Now, let me take a good look at you. We'll see whether any memories of that age still remain inside you.
Oh. They're fucked.
We're so sorry, Mr. Ponche, but we couldn't find your manuscript anywhere.
Does that mean all of my hard work was for nothing?
You gotta stay positive, Panche. You might have lost the book, but the brains behind it are still intact. Surely you remember the main points at least?
The whole reason I worked so hard to get it finished before the Turnfire Night is because I hoped that maybe it might help us find a way through these trying times. But now... well, not exactly. But I thought my research might at least be a starting point.
Oh, really? So what did you find out in your research?
I think the key to all of this lies in the power of Malipo.
Panche, you know as well as anyone that ancient names don't hold any real power. Symbolic power doesn't count.
You're right, but Malipo may be a special case. Given that it first arose in the era of the first Pyro Archon, it might contain remnants of Xbalanque's power.
Yeah, I remember that story. My grandpa told it to me when I was a little kid. Maybe you're the special case. Most kids stop believing in that stuff by your age.
I'm not talking about childhood superstitions here. There is evidence.
Like what?
Like the fact that the Mountain King is still alive. Everyone attributes that to the power of the Abyss. But there's more to it than that. The key factor is that Burkina summoned the power of Malipo at the cost of his own life. If you don't believe me, then answer me this. How many other creatures can you think of who lived longer, not shorter, after being contaminated by the Abyss?
Traveler, different situation but similar idea. Doesn't this remind you of the hilly...
So, I came to the conclusion that Malipo must refer to some mysterious ritual involving a tit-for-tat exchange. It began with the first Pyro Archon, fell with the Grand Alliance, then was buried in the Night Kingdom. And now, it awaits the call of its new bearer.
Hey. Sorry to interrupt, Panche, but you seem to be getting a little overexcited.
I'm sorry. I was originally planning on presenting my findings to Kinich. I'd hoped he would be attending the upcoming ceremony.
Sounds to me like you dreamed up one fanciful theory to support another.
Kinich, what are you doing here?
I more or less finished what I was doing, so I came to have a quick catch-up. Now a good time?
Kinich! I'm onto something. I haven't worked out all the details, but you have to attend the Turnfire Night.
So Mr. Panche here has done a lot of research on the history of the Turnfire, and thinks he might have found a way for you to solve the problem.
I'll be there, Panche. Let's go.
Need a surfboard?
Okay. Here will do. Yeah. I'd like your help giving it a trial run tomorrow. If that works, we have our plan come Turnfire Night.
Sounds like you're not considering Panche's idea.
You heard him. He hasn't worked out the details yet. We need a more practical solution with concrete steps to follow.
Yet? Are you saying you think he might actually be onto something?
I think it's possible, based on something I know about the war 500 years ago. Burkina didn't fall to the Abyss. He was killed by the Mountain King in an episode of madness. In his final moments, Burkina made the fateful decision to not fight back, and instead pass his blood and power on to the Mountain King. Maybe he thought the Mountain King was stronger than him, and more valuable to the tribe. Or maybe it was just out of loyalty to his friend. Either way, I can believe the Turnfire was involved. Whether you think his sacrifice triggered it, or his fate was sealed from the moment he took the Malipo name, it makes sense to me.
How can you drop these truth bombs with such a straight face?
This is what I've gleaned from my many interactions with the Mountain King. His mind is so disordered. It took some time to piece it all together. The story Elder Trinidad told you was the more palatable version of events. The truth is even darker. The Mountain King's mind isn't just disordered. He is suffering and feels great shame. I believe he wants to be put out of his misery.
What? Then what should we do? Should we grant him his wish?
Of course not. We should help him move to a new home. It's the only practical solution. The Mountain King is a hero to my tribe. An object of worship, even. Ending his life would be like desecrating a statue. Still, he's been the cause of multiple disasters, and we can't afford to have any more.
Ugh. Practical solutions hurt Paimon's brain. Can we follow our hearts next time?
Then let's break for the day. I've already found a suitable venue for tomorrow. Hal loves being antagonistic. Just ignore him when he's mouthing off. Don't let him get under your skin. You're here. Very punctual.
Oh, so the gruesome twosome come crawling back. Huh. Here to make amends after the gross irreverence you displayed last time? Huh. Very well. The almighty Dragon Lord, Kahula shall grant you the audience that you seek. Now pucker up and kiss our feet.
Kinich, didn't you say you found him a teacher? He's just as out of control as ever!
Hey! No one gets to discipline the almighty Dragon Lord Kahula. No one!
Maybe because I've never had a gentle-natured companion like Paimon to compare against.
Is that a compliment?
Yeah, I see what I'm missing out on now. And it's a lot.
Kinich! We could drown this measly flying ant in one droplet of spit! How dare you compare her to the almighty Dragon Lord Kahula? Oh, just wait till I possess your dead body! I will commit heinous atrocities! Tear down your legacy! Destroy your reputation! Wreak havoc on your...
Traveler, Paimon, let's get down to business. Once we've opened the beastly rift, you're welcome to toss a how in there for a couple of days.
With pleasure. You don't need to ask twice.
I got my hands on this device in a trade. It's meant as bait, but it'll also stabilize the abyssal energy. The rift towns will tear through space to get to this. Once they're here, we take them out and claim the rift for ourselves. You'll find out soon enough. First, let's try this out.
Oh boy.
They'll tear you to pieces given half the chance, so be careful.
You see, Kinich? I'm a man of my word. In fact, I'd say I under-promised and over-delivered. Nifty little gizmo, isn't it?
I take it this is your true form?
Now that our deal is complete, it's time to start the next phase of our relationship. I made a promise to the great huehuehuehue, and now I'm here to seize your body for his use. Cliché, I know. The hero's trusted partner sells him out to the abyss in a
Huh? Angel?
Huh? Huh? What are you two doing here? Oh, Mr. Kinich, this is not what we agreed on.
Traveler, this is the gift I got you. I know you're looking for intel on the Abyss Order, so I thought he might be of use to you. But it looks like you've already met.
Yeah, I beat him up before.
Yikes. Frosty reception. Gotta say, I kinda pictured this moment going a little differently. Tears of joy welling up in your eyes as you say the words, "It's good to see you again, old friend."
Don't be ridiculous. Sounds like you've been reading too many romance novels.
There we have it. Change is inevitable and nothing lasts forever. What a pity. Well then, time for you to meet the new me. This time, please call me Sanka.
Okay. We'll just call you Cliff.
Sanka! Aha! So you're Glasses Guy! You tricked Huni and Toba into telling you a bunch of stories!
Well, why don't you tell me your real name?
What does it matter? A name is a superficial label. It's what's deep down inside that counts. And I've shown you the deepest parts of me.
You mean the masochistic parts?
That would explain a lot. Why else would you show up here and start acting like a wise guy? You looking for a fight?
I'll pass. I do rather like him, as I've said before. But my one quibble is that you really don't know your own strength.
Well, then what the fuck are you doing here?
Wait. Of course. You're the one behind all the recent Abyss activity. Let Paimon guess. You've been provoking the Mountain King too.
Haven't I told you before? I'm not part of the inner circle who do our highnesses' bidding. My interests are far more low stakes. I spend my time digging for truth in ancient doodads and books. You really think a benchwarmer like me is capable of more than that?
I investigated him. He's not connected to the recent events. Just happens to be in the area. So, I struck a deal with him. He helps me summon a rift. I allow him to do some historical research.
But that's all over. And now Kinich wants to hand me over to you. Well, I was hoping this would be an opportune moment to whisk away his body. That would have given me some more time to study the great huehuehuehue. But now I've run into you, which is just my luck. Or maybe I've incited the wrath of the Turnfire, and this is the price I have to pay. But I don't understand. What did I do wrong?
Well, you tricked Huni and Toba.
Wait, does that count? Let me think.
How? You are the worst of the worst! Colluding with the Abyss Order against Kinich? How could you betray your partner?
There is no betrayal. The almighty Dragon Lord huehuehuehue is a partner to no one.
Don't worry, I told him to act as bait.
Yes, and you should have picked a bigger fish. The Abyss Order? Ha! What a joke. Not even a match for our lowly servant. I put up with this toad's croaking for days, and it was all for nothing.
It looks like your disciplinary measures have been less than effective, Mr. Enjo.
What did you expect? Behavioral rehab isn't really our thing. Otherwise, we might as well change our name from the Abyss Order to the Abyss Boarding School.
The abysmal disorder would suit you better.
Oh!
Kinich, dispose of him! He is of no further use to us.
Traveler?
You see, this is why I like you. Still, you shouldn't underestimate me just because I'm a lowly clerk. I could never beat you in a straight-up fight. But when it comes to running away, I won't lose to anyone. Do me a favor and remember how fast I disappear. Maybe then you'll show me a little respect next time.
Darn! He got away again! Couldn't you have stopped him?
It's all right. He's not worth our time and energy. Besides, it seems like he's in debt to a lot of people. I'm sure they'll keep him busy.
If you say so. Still, Paimon's kinda surprised that you actually struck a deal with someone from the Abyss Order.
To borrow that guy's words, names are superficial labels. Whether you call it the Abyss Order or anything else, it's a broad generalization at best. Think of it like apples that have fallen from a tree. If you tasted each one, you'd find that they're all at different stages of ripening. Even the unripe fruit blown off its branch before it's fully grown can still be brewed into a fine wine. Everything has its use.
Huh. Well, in that specific sense, maybe Enjo's not such a bad apple. Not rotten to the core, at least.
Of course! Only the almighty Dragon Lord, Huehuehuehue, is rotten to the core and evil beyond redemption.
Ugh. So what exactly are you anyway? You're definitely the evilest little thing Paimon's ever met.
Don't worry, he can't hurt a fly. You could say that.
Paimon heard that those kinds of contracts might come with a terrible cost attached. Is that true?
Such as a how watching me like a ravenous vulture?
Vulture? Vulture? We are the Dragon Supreme, sovereign ruler of the Nation of Flame.
Let's pick this up another time. It's getting kinda late. You should go back and get some rest. Big day ahead. Tomorrow's Turnfire night. Time to light the sacred flame and burn away the filth for a legendary 500-year-old warrior.
Oh yeah. Hearing you lay it out like that is making Paimon a little nervous. For all the work we've put in, it all comes down to tomorrow night. We have to make sure we solve this problem once and for all.
Then it can't hurt to say this one more time. Good luck to us both. See you tomorrow. Okay.
Ah, at long last, you're back. I hear you've done much for our people these last few days. Everyone has nothing but praise for you. Many young people have heard the rumors too. They're all eager to meet our new flame bearer.
Well, they won't have to wait for long. It's almost time for the ceremony. We really hope we can resolve the Mountain King situation quickly and smoothly. Seems like a lot of people have been worrying about it, huh?
Well, it's nearly time. So, if you're ready, then follow me to the ceremony site.
The party cannot be changed during the Turnfire night ritual. Please bring someone that... Oh, I need to have a rare.
Of course, there's no rush.
I mean, you don't have to. I've beaten the thing before. But I mean, let's take Amber on.
At the ready.
Why not? And then to do some extra damage, let's just bring D-Luke.
Let's finish this swiftly.
Get some, eat some chicken. Alright, cool.
Are you ready?
Let's go.
Off we go!
Here we are.
Our honored guests have arrived. I have heard much about your fine work over the past few days. I hope you'll allow us to thank you properly after tonight's ceremony.
Don't worry about it. Getting this huge venue ready must have been a huge task. No need to make extra work for yourselves on our account.
Oh, if it means getting the Mountain King issue resolved, no cost is too great to bear.
A resolution will come in due course. But every great fire starts as a tiny spark. We must take it one step at a time.
No one would disagree with you if that were possible, Chief. But it's been far too long since we've seen a real step forward. Look around you. Can't you see how our numbers have dwindled since the last Turnfire night?
The ceremony was arranged on short notice. Many are away from home and could not make it back in time.
That may be so, but still.
Good evening, Traveler and Paimon.
Kinich! Not a moment too soon.
Chief Wayna, Elder Trinidad, could you give us a minute? I'd like to give the Traveler a few pointers as the previous Flamebearer.
Very well. But make it quick. Let me know when you're done and we will begin the ceremony.
Let's step to the side. Has anyone gone over the key steps of the ceremony with you yet?
No.
Yeah, Elder Trinidad did, but, Paimon seems to have forgotten them.
What a surprise! The flying ant has an ant-sized brain.
If you don't want your tongue to be burned off by the sacred flame tonight, I suggest you stay quiet. See those sacred flame pillars? Once you've lit the fire, go light each one up in turn. Once that's done, head down into the cave where the Mountain King slumbers, light the braziers along the way, then bring the flame to the final altar. Then the ceremony is complete.
That sounds simple enough.
The process isn't complicated, but remember, you mustn't turn back at any point. If you miss a pillar, you can't light the next one, then come back to it. You have to keep moving forward, or it's seen as disrespecting our ancestors. If that happens, you won't receive the blessing of the Turnfire, and you'll have to start over. I made you a diagram that summarizes the steps. Take a look.
Got it. So go in like a, just, you know, clockwise.
So that's our part. What about you?
I'll be with you the whole way. And once you've lit the altar, I'll start summoning the rift. You can leave that side of things to me. Just focus on your part.
Okay. We'll try to remember all that and get it right the first time.
Shall we begin?
Ready when you are. But I think I saw Huni and the others just now. Maybe you should say hi before you start. Might make you less nervous. Just tell the chief when you're ready.
Sounds good. What's up, brother?
Oh, Miss Traveler, you look so pretty today.
Nickname! Oh god. That was a complete fuck up. Whoever did this. Holy fuck.
You're gonna make sure the Mountain King never threatens us again, right? I believe in you. I'll be cheering you on the whole time.
What about the other kid? Toba. There we go.
Miss Traveler, you're finally here! I even dragged my uncle out to watch the ceremony.
Although I'd hoped for the Malipo name-bearer to perform this ceremony, that was never anything to do with you, so please don't take it personally. I got thinking last night, and I realized if the lesson of Malipo is to look forwards, then I should accept that my book is gone and start anew. Besides, I'll have even more to write about this time, given this will be our first Turnfire ceremony featuring a flame-bearer from another land. I'll be taking detailed notes.
Okay. Very, very obsessive of you, but alright. Thank you very much.
Good luck, Miss Traveler. You got this.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh, let me text a friend. Every time it happens. It's Tiago.
Hey! Bet you're surprised to see me. Didn't think I'd be coming, did you? I was all packed up and ready to go, but then I thought, I wonder if the ceremony will go any differently with a new flame bearer. So yeah, here I am again. I still owe you for that picture you took. So once you start, I'll be dancing to cheer you on. Don't be nervous. You'll do great.
Thanks, man. Can't wait to see your sick moves. Alright, how about Trinidad?
Mighty Outlanders, the time has finally come. You know what must be done. Please remember, you must cleanse as much abyssal energy as you can. This is the only way to prolong the Mountain King's slumber. I am sure you have what it takes.
Alright, Wina. Let's get it.
How are you doing? Is all in order?
Let's go.
I'm counting on you. Don't forget what we talked about. By past fuel and present flame, life marches ever on. My brothers and sisters, the time has come to light the fire once again, and let the Turnfire night shine bright in Hoytzitlan.
Oh shit. Sup, bros? Go to the altar to obtain a kindling sacred flame. Once you obtain the flame, draw close to a brazier and ignite it. The ritual has a specific order to do to it. Pass the sacred flame according to fixed order, or fail. Try straight to the ritual's end, turning back now would spell not but failure.
Go get the sacred flame. Nicely done. Off to a good start. Great stuff. You're over halfway. Keep it up. Impressive. Just one more to go. Come on, one last push. The final sacred flame pillar is up ahead. Great. All the pillars are alight. Next, it's down into the canyon and head for the Mountain King's cave.
Are you running away?
almost there. The cave is just up ahead. The Abyss presence is growing strong. We should deal with the contamination first. Is this really necessary? There's the altar of the sacred flame. Remember, light up the torches around it first.
Woohoo! We've lit up the final altar! That's the Mountain King up ahead, right?
That's him. Kangamato, king of the Yumkasaurs from 500 years ago. He's very powerful.
Paimon can tell. He is huge. Let's tread carefully. We don't want to wake him up.
You've made it at last. You did even better than I expected.
Traveler, now comes the final and most important step of the ceremony. Please use the power of the sacred flame to cleanse the Mountain King of abyssal filth.
There's no need this time.
Hmm?
Such strong abyssal power. What is that thing? Kinich, what is the meaning of this?
Is that a beastly rift?
Chief Huayna, Elder Trinidad, this is about to get a little dangerous. You should step back.
What do you think you're doing?
Solving the Mountain King issue.
You mean by having him torn to pieces by rift hounds?
No, stop! We can't let that happen!
Foolish Locust! Can't you see? We're trying to shove your Locust King into the beastly rift!
But...
I'm sorry, Chief Huayna and Elder Trinidad. This is the only way.
Can you promise me that no harm will come to the Mountain King?
I can't guarantee it, but I'm fairly confident.
Traveler, this is not what we agreed on! You must cleanse the Mountain King of every last trace of abyssal contamination! Okay, I see what this is. You've been in cahoots this whole time!
Ugh, you imbecile! What have you done?
Oh no! The device is destroyed!
You forced my hand. I had no choice.
Elder Trinidad? What are you doing?
No! The Mountain King is waking up! He will cause even more casualties!
Everyone, out! Now!
Well, it seems there's only one way to awaken you all from your willful blindness. More sacrifices must be made. Take me, oh Mountain King! Take me as your next sacrifice!
Everyone's still outside. We have to keep the Mountain King here. Give me a hand. Watch out for the fruits he's spitting out. I can use those against him. Yeah, that's it!
Purge! Settle down.
Locked on.
What do we do? We can't open the rift!
Kill me! Put an end to White's at launch shame!
By past fuel and present flame, life marches ever on.
Oh, Burkina, I must atone.
Patience. We will answer to the fire for all our deeds. Even if one day I fall behind, never look back. Keep moving forward, as we are now.
Live with your guilt and shame. This is the price to pay.
Heir to the Turnfire, please use my ruined vessel to train the heroes of the future. The will of Kangamato will march ever on, till the abyss is stamped out.
That stupid bitch. You dumb bitch. You fucking retard. But I guess it worked out in the end.
Pretty eventful day yesterday, huh? Paimon wonders how things are doing now. Let's go ask the chief.
Traveler, you've come at just the right time. I have some good news for you. Trinidad's condition is stabilized. He suffered burns on much of his body, but we believe he'll survive.
God, that's a shame.
Guess that's the best news we could hope for. Paimon has to ask, is everyone in your tribe such a risk taker? First Kinich, then Elder Trinidad? Is this the scions of the Canopy's adventurous spirit in action?
We're simply not afraid to charge ahead into the unknown.
How's Kinich?
He's fine. Don't worry. He's gone to check on the Mountain King. Something most mysterious has happened. After the incident yesterday, a transparent shell is formed around the Mountain King's body. We don't understand the mechanism behind it, but the shell appears to insulate him against the influence of abyssal power. It is somewhat akin to a scab, in that it stops the abyssal energy within him from bleeding out, while also preventing further abyssal energy from seeping in and infecting him. We've never seen anything like it. The tribe's most senior elders believe it was caused when he was burned by the sacred flame, similar to the way burned wood becomes charcoal. I think their theory makes sense. After all, we've never thrown the Mountain King directly into the sacred flame before.
Wow. So it's made a barrier against abyssal energy? That's a good thing, right?
It's practically a miracle from what we've seen of it so far. It means that the Mountain King's level of abyssal energy is now stable. No longer will we need to perform an annual cleansing ceremony.
Wow, that's amazing!
Was it really just the power of the Sacred Flame, though?
I know what you're thinking. The young people in the tribe are already speculating that yesterday's ceremony was a Turnfire night like none other in our history. Because you and Kinich, you summoned the very flame that appears in our ancient legends. A great transparent ball of fire. And that fire is what saved the Mountain King.
Whoa, so that was the real Turnfire?
I may be the chief of this tribe, but I've only ever known the Turnfire as a concept in our legends. I cannot answer that question. If anyone can answer it, I suspect it would be the bearer of the Malipo name. He is in the Mountain King's cave as we speak.
Ah, so Kinich then. Why don't we go see how he's doing?
Yes.
I'm not the friend to come to for words of comfort or encouragement. But when it comes to weighing the costs of your actions, ask away. Hal loves being antagonistic. Just ignore him when he's mouthing off. Don't let him get under your skin.
I dare you to release me and say that to my face!
Okay. Okay. Sounds like an angry little dog.
Hey, Kinich!
Hey yourselves. You two doing okay after yesterday?
We were gonna ask you the same question. You scared Paimon half to death when you rushed into the fire.
Sorry. I couldn't just stand and watch the Mountain King get burned alive.
So you thought you'd try and extinguish the sacred flame with Dendro? Or is that an attempt to make the almighty Dragon Lord Kahulahow die of laughter?
The sacred flame only possesses a fraction of the Pyro Archon's power. It's not as if I was fighting the Pyro Archon herself.
Kinich, when you went into the flames, were you intending to,
Intending to what?
to, do the same thing as Burkina?
Sacrifice myself? Of course not. My focus was on keeping the Mountain King alive, not on what it would cost. But now I'm curious. What made you think I was going to sacrifice myself?
Well, because is what saved the king last night. And Ponche's theory was that summoning the Turnfire is a tit-for-tat exchange, right? So, climb on that you decided to pay for it with your life.
So you've heard that rumor too. I'm afraid I can't say for sure. What happened yesterday was a first for me too.
Well, even if you don't know, there's probably no one in the world who does.
What I would say is, if that really was the power of the Turnfire, I'd sooner believe that the Mountain King summoned it himself.
The Mountain King? Then, what price did he pay?
The core meaning of price is not atonement or compensation, but what you're willing to give up in order to obtain what you want. It's easy to die for your sins. Much harder to live with the guilt and keep on going. In the end, the Mountain King chose the latter option. For Burkina and for the tribe. That's the price he paid.
Alright, so how is the Mountain King doing now?
Health-wise, there's nothing to worry about. He'll enter a fighting stance whenever we set foot in his territory. But his attacks are gentler now and not as crazed as before. Like he said yesterday, he just intends to be a sparring partner for people to practice with.
So that's a lore reason as to why the boss is there. Okay.
Yeah, I tried communicating with him again, but he didn't respond.
We dare say that Locust King has well and truly lost its mind. The lights are on, but nobody is home. Its body remains fighting fit thanks to the perverse power of the Abyss. But time has been less kind to its soul. It was ground to a pulp long ago.
But we saw him come back to his senses yesterday.
That was merely one last burst of brain activity before it croaked. As you humans would say, it went out with a bang.
Oh, come on! Stop being such a doomer. Paimon bets the Mountain King has finally let go of the tragedies of the past now, and is focusing on moving forward. That's why he doesn't have time to chat with us. He's too busy thinking about the future.
Well, at least it means my fellow tribespeople can move forward now, too. Thank you for your help, Traveler. I owe you one.
No, you already gave me that gift.
Yeah, that's right. You caught Enjo for us, remember?
But he ended up being completely useless. It's not a fair trade if you lost out.
Ah, that's on him. It's not your fault he's useless. Besides, we're friends now. You don't owe us anything.
Friends? But your friendship is an even more valuable gift. I can't in good conscience accept it for free.
Oh, come on.
So, promise me. If you need anything in the future, you'll come to me. For you, I'll do anything.
Oh, man. Kinich's deal. That's cool.
So, in the end, only poor little Huni got the sad ending?
Yeah, everyone's happy except me. First Nana, then my dad. Why does everyone in my family have to suffer?
Huni, it'll be okay. Your dad will get better soon.
Toba, you're my friend, so I shouldn't say this to your face. But it was all the Mountain King's fault.
Huh?
Now hold your horses, kiddo. If you promise not to fight, Uncle Sanka will tell you a story. Okay, before you roll your eyes out of your skull, I promise you can trust me. I almost got my eyebrows burned off by the Turnfire after last time. That's why I came back, to make it up to you.
So what story will you tell this
All right, I'll just get to the point. Do you know what Uncle Sanka loves the most about your people?
What?
Your extreme sports.
Huh?
On my first day here, I got hit by someone falling out of the sky. I believe you call it bungee jumping? It's a dangerous sport, to be sure, but the courage it took to make the jump impressed the heck out of me. So, I introduced myself to the jumper, we made friends, and I even helped treat her wounds.
Oh, such a nice friend.
Of course. Anyway, the good times didn't last, because I got captured by a powerful foe, so we had to part ways for a while. In the hands of the enemy, I was scorned, scolded, and nearly given away as a gift. Oh, it was so humiliating. A horrible experience to look back on. Why does Uncle Sanka always have to suffer, I thought. So I feel your pain, Huni. I was in the same position. But in the end, I made it through, and I left all of those painful memories in the past. I even managed to reunite with my friend.
Is that it? The moral of the story is to look forward in life, right? Yeah, we've heard that one millions of times. Sorry, Uncle Sanka, but you're not cut out to be a teacher.
Very smart, Huni, but not quite smart enough. What I'm trying to tell you is that after I reunited with my friend, I found her injuries were all healed, but she really missed her family. So, I thought you might like to see her too. She's right behind you. Turn around and see.
Another trick about not turning back? I'm not falling for that one again. Huh?
Oh, it started raining. Aw, that's cute. Look at you, Enjo. Look at you. So cute. So nice. So masochistic. Okay. Cool. That's that is pretty sick. I did enjoy that quite a lot. Alright, I just need to fight the dude one last time. Woo! I almost ate shit. Stop!
You really are a one-trick pony, you know.
Oh, it changes it! Oh, that's cool. I didn't even realize that they changed the fucking
Before
name.
your king,
Bow your head.
glory to which none can compare. Especially not when I'm in a bad mood. Measly insects! You must pay.
Silence! Target acquired.
Settle down. Be sanctified.
Flames, purge!
Nice. And we'll see you in 2 seconds. Alright, cool. We finished Kinich's quest, and let's just do a little mementos thing before I gotta go.
Hey guys, how's it going?
What's up, Cassandra? Oh, this time you give me the fucking... There you go.
Before I head out, I tighten my headscarf and remind myself to stay calm and alert.
I thought Hal was gonna say something dumb. I like Kinich, but I don't like his playstyle. So he'll be relegated. Give it a moment. A few drop frames, that's okay. 25k.
There'll be an extra fee for that. I'll think about it.
I'm not the friend to come to for words of comfort or encouragement. But when it comes to weighing the costs of your actions,
Okay, here we go.
ask away.
This should be alright.
Are you running away?
Let's re-equip. Let's see, free party. Traveler, Amber's always been with me. We're going down memory lane, so we're going to use everyone that I used back then, which was... It was, let me see. Amber, Noelle, and Diluc.
Let's go.
This was my squad, ever since 2020. You know, Traveler, Paimon can see that the commission's been taxing you lately. As a thoughtful, capable guide, Paimon's duty is to help relax, so ta-da! Guess where this is? Ah, the abode of Mora Thieves, the graveyard of wallets. Dear me, customer, do not speak such inaccuracies. Nemoville Purveyor is committed wholly to affordability and quality. You may survey our prices should you wish. This is no ordinary store. This is a place where hardworking laborers relax via spending money. Indeed. In fact, we have recently launched a buy one get one free promotion, with all customers welcome to take part. My loss if you buy, you're lost if you don't. Paimon saw the event poster when we passed by before. That's how she remembered it. We are dropping frames a little bit, but how? Oh yeah, we're getting throttled right now, that's what it is. Here, I'm gonna go back to the... There we go. I'm dropping the bitrate all the way down to 3K. I think 6K has a little bit too much on the system. Just give it a moment. Okay. We're good now. Double of goods for every purchase sounds like a great deal no matter how you slice it. Always feels like something's missing in Paimon's day if she doesn't spend some Mora here, so today we're coming here together to fill that gap. And what would you like to buy, Paimon? Not telling you just yet. Well, payment might get tricky that way. Don't worry, Paimon brought her own Mora today. Boss, has the order arrived yet? It's under a large pile of pocket money. You detect a hint of sadness on her face as she parts with this sizable sum. Are we caught up now? The drops have been insane. Alright, here we go. After you unwrap this package together, you realize this contains 2 photo albums. Paimon's been waiting ages to get these. We've taken so many pictures so far, and now we got a spot to put them. Well, I don't usually see you use a camera. That doesn't mean Paimon hasn't ever whipped it out. She's taken quite a few pictures of you while you weren't looking, in fact. Ooh, let me see. Not right now. Paimon's gotta take a whole album's worth first. Nyeh, so petty. Phooey. Anyway, take this photo album, would ya? This one's a little thin, but it can fit a whole bunch of photos anyway. We've been to so many places and taken so many photos for others, but not really for ourselves. Paimon thought it'd be nice if we keep a few more memories for ourselves, so she bought these 2 albums. So this is a gift. That's right. It was a buy one get one free deal, so it's one for each of us. Paimon's had it all figured out even when she was ordering. You gotta start using it right away, alright? You can take pictures of places we've been to, maybe relive some past memories too. By the way, wanna use Paimon's camera to take some photos? You've never used it before, right? It takes a lot of effort to custom order this compartment store, so it'd be a shame if you didn't use it more often. Sure, I'll give it a go. As long as you like it, this is what a good guide should do after all. Let's go take some photos. Amber. Aw, hell yeah. And then... After passing through Wangshu Inn, atop a giant tree in the shallows of the Guili Plains, we arrived at the Liye Harbor. We had an acquaintance, Liye Shangling, the head chef. We always return to Liye for Lantern Rite each year, sampling our old favorites at Wanmin restaurant and spending the holidays with our friends. Inazuma, the Nation of Lightning, is far away across the sea and can only be reached by boat. We met Kazuha, a native Inazuman traveling with a fleet who'd been wandering the world just like us, and together we discussed many things concerning Inazuma. We heard about the Grand Narukami Shrine's fortune slips, and how popular they were among believers. We sometimes go draw a slip or two ourselves when we're feeling lucky, of course, and do an entire commission line. Sumeru has both rainforest desert within its bounds. We made friends with Kale, a forest ranger, on the way to the Sumeru city in the heart of rainforest. After leaving that region, we plunged into the sands that stretched across the horizon, with the mausoleum of King Deshret leaving a deep impression. After passing through a port built into a waterfall, we finally entered Fontaine, the nation of Hydro. The magician's assistant, Lynette, with one N, put up a grand performance for us at the Opera at Bicles, and we became tested friends in the process. The romanticism that flows through the court of Fontaine streets on an ocean breeze will forever stay in our memories forever. Alright. Let's go here. Amber, my wife, day one. What a cute camera. Look at those McDonald's wings. Yes. Actually, did I give D-Luke the same? Let me see. I did. Those look really good on him. Yeah. Let's swap back to the old times. Oh, it's Amber. How you doing? You must equip Paimon's camera, interact with the photo-taking points or character to enter photo-taking mode. The process is split into an adjustment phase where you determine the position where the photo is taken and a photo-taking phase in which you can move and use your skills. During the adjustment phase, you need to first select your camera position and then proceed to adjust the position and angle to taking every photo. Every photo-taking point must have 3 camera positions, with each position having its own unique aspect ratio. Once you've confirmed your settings, it's time to move on to the photo-taking phase. During the photo-taking phase, using Paimon's camera, the angle of the finalized image will be decided by the settings you previously adjusted. Pictures will be taken from the 3 camera positions all at once. If you wish to change your camera settings again, you can top pad, blah 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 blah. Alright, let's go. How's it going, wife? Hey, it's you. Fancy meeting you in Whispering Woods again. What are the odds? It's been a while, hasn't it? What have you been up to lately? Taking photos to keep a record of places we've been. Taking photos to commemorate my legendary career with. I don't like either of these. That makes sense. This place is so beautiful and serene. It really does make for good photos. This is my favorite patrol segment when I'm out on scouting missions. This is where we've met for the first time as well. I even mistook you for some kind of suspicious character back then, too. I'm getting embarrassed just thinking about it. After all, it was thanks to your help that we averted the crisis with the Valen and restored peace to Mondstadt. But your brother... I put up so many missing photos, or missing posters, but it seems like it wasn't any of help. It's fine, Amber. Thanks, but still, please feel free to tell me if there's anything I can help you with. Oh my god. Outrider Amber of the Knights of Avonius, Mondstadt's gliding champion, and your friend at your service. Oh my god, I put a ring on it! Okay, no problem. What kind of pose would you think I should do? A cool pose? Let's go with a fun pose. Sure, will this work? Cool pose? That's our signature. Let's go with a formal pose. Nah, let's go. The fun pose is it's totally fucking her. Say cheese. I'm ready. God, I love her so much. Okay. Stop. There we go. Let's try. It's a fun pose. So it'll be like this. Okay. I like that one. Blur distance. This is really cool. And the designated area, 1500. Sorry to keep you waiting, Amber. Okay. Keep taking photos. Hold on. I think I forgot to turn off the... Okay, we need to set the camera. We need to look at the camera for this. But I can't be looking at it though. Stop making my character look at her. Can I make it this way? Yes. There we go. She's not even looking at the camera, bruh. Oh my god. Hold on. This is a bit scuffed, because I kind of wanted to... I don't know why it's not doing that. That's... Scene 1 blur parameters. I don't want my traveler to be looking at her, though. So this might be a bit annoying to do. Alright, well, I guess we have to make it this way somehow. God damn it, we changed the... We took too fucking long. God, my fucking... My pet is in her fucking... Okay, I need to turn that off. There we go. Let's save that. Alright. Take it easy, Amber. What's the next spot? Some random mechanism. Did I have this here, like when I first played the game? Bruh. There we go. Oh, that might have been for like... 4 to 6. What a strange photo to keep. Okay. And then change to English. Chinese. Alright. Let's go over to... Oh my god, that's so cute. Look at her. Alright. Xianling's probably here, I think. I mean, we did mention her, right? Oh, it is Xianling. Hello. You good? It's you. That's long time no see. Funny, I mentioned you to Guoba yesterday, and here we are. I guess that's what they call fate, huh? Where are you headed? I was taking a picture, looking for people to take photos with. Photo taking? Ew, that's a coincidence. I've taken an interest in that lately myself. We've been using the same poster at the restaurant for so long, it's high time we got a new one. I've been thinking that we could draw passerbys more easily with some beautiful shots of our dishes. As the old saying goes, a fine meal is 3 parts color, 3 parts aroma, 3 parts taste, and 1 part advertising. Of course, I added that last bit myself. Dad always talks about the first 3. It's a common as culinary wisdom as can be. Hardworking as always, huh, Xiangling? Thank you. Finding rare ingredients, creating new dishes, learning how to advertise. I've still got a long way to go on my culinary journey. Now that you mentioned it, it's been a long time since our first meeting, hasn't it? But many things have stayed the same too, haven't they? You're still traveling, and I'm still coming up with new dishes. My goal not to only keep one restaurant open, but to make it a better and better. So as long as I've got my strength in my arms, I'll be stir-frying and wok-tossing even when I'm an old granny, delivering delicious piping hot dishes from pot to plate. Remember to stop by for me often, alright? I will. It's a deal. Anyway, I'm kind of getting off topic here. You're talking about taking some photos, right? Need any help? Yes, step into the frame, please. Oh, sure, that's a piece of cake. A normal pose? Dude, you just fucking somersaulted in the frame. That's amazing. Fun pose? Joyful pose. I think the normal pose is cool. It's such a signature her. Alright, I'm ready. Okay. The or the traveler, 10 to 20 in the designated area. Okay. Don't look at the. There we go. Camera position 2 kind of goes hard. Hold on. Try that again. Yeah, there we go. I like that one. This one too. Okay. Did it just tick over? Oh my god, it did. Wait, what was the requirement to be? 10 o'clock? That's not too bad. Take that one too. I'm assuming it's letting like people do phone wallpapers, which is cool. Alright, cool. Take it easy. And then the other one would be at One Mean Restaurant. Oh, Won't You In. There we go. God, COVID was insane when I did this shit. This way, right? Yep. I remember. I fucking remember. We're going through memory lane right now, quite literally. I still think this is the best one for her. I don't know why I swapped it to that one for some reason. Yeah, there we go. Oh, let's launch you in. Yeah, let's do that one. Character must be a polearm. Wow. I believe Shanling was here. Who else is a polearm? I'll do Xiao. I have Xiao, right?
降魔乃分内。
Looking down on the world below. Aww, so cute. Alright. Teleport currently disabled. Don't need that right now. Okay. Going to Inazuma. Okay. Character must wield the power of Electro. Well.
这时候想起我了。
It's a bit messy looking, but I'll take it. I like that one better. Alright, cool. Leaf. And this one. I've used Yai Maker so many fucking times, dude. Oh, it's Kaza! Yo, dude, what's going on? The fortune slip I received at the Grand Narukami Shrine stated that the great fortune shall be with me and I should expect a reunion. It seems a reunion was to be with you. It's been a while, Lynette. Well, we're looking for photos to take. We're looking for people to take photos with. Ah, an elegant pursuit. To take pictures of scenery one has witnessed is to remind oneself of one's journey thus far. What about you, Kazuha? I presently made plans to meet Mr. Nakatsuki at the tea house to discuss the art tea ceremony. He is well versed in relevant disciplines and is a regular there. You an expert? Well, I did study for a time in my youth, but my knowledge was then was quite shallow. I have found it all more fascinating while revisiting it, the study as of late. For example, the nations differ in the manifestations of said ceremonies. For Inazuma, we emphasize the spirit of purity and tranquility. Whereas Chaoying village also produces tea, and the people of that land lean towards harmony and authenticity. Those differences also reflect the two people's differences in living habits. Most fascinating. A man of elegant tastes, I see. Hardly. In truth, I did not return here solely for that. This is the land of my birth, and so it remains, though I was once compelled to leave. Returning every once in a while seeing the people I knew in my youth, spending time in familiar places. I feel as if I have roots here, which relives the cares of my wanderings. To use cameras to immortalize such memories is a wonderful idea. We wanderers need our anchors more than anyone, after all. Anyway, that's quite enough about me. I don't wish to take up any of your time, but if you simply need any aid, just say the word. Alright, step into the frame then, if you would. Casual. That is very casual. Relaxed post. He looks like he's boating. Deep thought works better. I think casual is just kind of him. Let us do so. Perfect. I'm ready. Dude, look at that shot right there. Oh, I'm not even in there. So it doesn't... That's strange. Okay. Ah, there we go. So what happens if I do this instead? I think this one's probably the better one. These angles kind of suck though. I'll keep this one. Alright, take it easy, Kaza. Let's go. Okay. Allow us to depart. I'm assuming the power of Dendro is going to be required here. So let's bring Nahida.
又可以增长见识了。
I think at this point, I was no longer... I was still having... I think at this rate, since entering Sumeru, I entered with Zhongli.
也好。
I still kept Amber. And I like to have Nahida on my team. So I'll keep it as is. What's up, Kale? Oh, it's you. What's the plan today? We're here to take some pictures of Sumeru City. Photography. True, academia researchers often come here to snap a few shots of the city. Most who do are from Mahuma and Kasharawar, apparently to study urban infrastructure. And architectural history or something like that. Take any classes in the Darshans by any chance? Well, I'm not a student yet, so I can't attend the classes, but Master has introduced some of the basics of the research to me. But if you wanted me to take the selection exam, I doubt I'd pass even the first round of the written test. I wish I could reach the level of researcher, of course, but it's still a dream at the moment. Well, of course you can do it, Kale. Anyway, I'll do my best to learn the basics first. Honestly, I'm just happy to learn something new every day, and right now, my goal is to be the best forest ranger I can be. Guiding those who've gotten lost in the rainforest, helping people who've accidentally ingested poison, protecting the rainforest flora and fauna. We forest rangers do lots of things. Everyone needs me, and I'm more than happy to help. I've only done a couple little things here and there, but still everyone recognizes my work. Guess I'm lucky to have all these people who care about me, and to have made friends with someone as amazing as you. We're both amazing. Don't you forget that. Alright, anyway, if there's anything I can help you with, let me know. I'd like you to help me take some photos. I can do that. How should I pose? Just pose casually, Kale. Let's roll with the natural pose. And the fun pose. That's sort of her, but I like the natural pose. Having that in frame is honestly kind of sick. I'm ready. Okay. This is, yeah, I like that. 1,200 to 1,400. I know it's only 255. Maybe it could come around. The second spot would be in the desert, I'm assuming. There we go. It has to be with the fucking temple. It has to be. Come on. Okay, let's see here. Ooh. Pole arm and walking and running. I'm gonna put Sino in here. This is the true reason why we're wailing. I didn't even do that. Pictures that go hard. That's pretty cool. Alright. And then, onwards. God, the little parrot bunny. I love it. I love it so fucking much. Okay. Weapon must be a bow or a traveler's present. Outside of Letty, was really bow used just released it very well.
阳光终会照进每一个角落。
准备齐全，出发吧！
Oh, it's Lynette. I'm definitely taking a photo with my Lynette. So you did come over. I was wondering if you'd notice me. Looks like my concealment failed this time. Oh well, I didn't put much effort into it anyway. One moment. Lynette with 2 wins, observation mode off, chat mode activated. Previous observation indicates that you are more likely to be enjoying the scenery than just wandering about. Are you here on business? I'm looking for someone to help take with photos. Photos? Have you finally decided to end your travels and work at the Steambird? Understandable. An adventurer's income is unstable, and you have Paimon to feed as well. That can be easy. Aye, but they're real slave drivers. 6 days of work, 1 day off. You followed up with a joke of your own. Wow, I underestimated you. If you've come here to take pictures, they must be of the court of Fontaine. Sharp as Lynette. Sharp as always, Lynette. Many Steambird reporters come here to take panoramic shots of the court, and sometimes they gossip on the side. All I need to do is keep a low profile and listen silently. But having come so many times, I've picked up some photography skills along the way, so do you require an assistant? We need a model more, really. Understood. I prefer work that doesn't require much talking anyway. How do you want me to pose? Formal? Hat. Casual posture. That doesn't look casual to me. It looks like you look like you want to die. How about the fun pose? That works for me. That's fun. I like that a lot. That's so fun. Okay. Let me there we. 2 to 6. Deep into the night, huh? The 2 Lynnettes of my game. That's fun. Alright, where's the other spot? Ah, the Fountain of Lucine. I'm pretty sure I see Sixter immediately. Alright, we're bringing my Lynette with 1.
你带路吧。一点把戏。
Must be the power of Hydro. Oh shit! You know what that means?
感谢你许可。
还是魔术更好玩。
Oh wait, that goes kind of hard actually. Or a random ass photo. I'm gonna save it. You're taking photos. I think Farina doing her little hat.
果然还是离不开。
Whoa! Look at that. This is the true reason why you own 5-star characters, 100%. Oh, goodness. Let me see. Should I walk? I'll walk a little forward.
Run!
Yeah. A little backward. There you go. And then I'll do it again. Cool. Zip. And next, we are in Notlan. Oh no, we're not. We're not at all. What the fuck? I know where that is. Complete the story's beginning to unlock. Thank you, Paimon, for taking us here. I would have never forgotten. And we get a fucking side quest immediately. That is so fucking funny. Over here, over here, Lynette with 2 wins. Over here. Remember, this place is where our journey began. We've been to so many places since then, time really flies, huh? Just thinking about it makes Paimon kind of emotional. She could write a poem right now. Oh, don't interrupt. Let Paimon think. Ah, vast Teyvat. Vast Teyvat. How far we've traveled, yet we've not seen your full breadth. and the thought's gone. Do you mean to reflect on how tough this journey's been? That's right, you sure know Paimon well. But seriously, it's easy to forget when we started all this traveling. For example, Paimon can't remember what sweet madams taste like nowadays, and now is her favorite dish, too. That's why Paimon bought this album in the first place, the picture of places we've been and the people we've met. The end is close once we get back to where we started. That happens pretty often in night levels and films, doesn't it? That's why we're taking a picture here, not to feel all sad and stuff, but because we hope to always remember the road we've taken, all the better to tread the road ahead. Have you been eavesdropping on my conversations with Kazuha? Come on, we're trying to create an atmosphere here, now it's all gone. Don't worry, I understand what you mean. We'll forge ahead, as long as you get it. Alright, your model for this picture is going to be Teyvat's number 1 guide. So what pose would you like to go for? Fun? Thumbs up. Natural pose. Very, very, very casual. That's not casual. That is looking at something and making sure that it does not leave your eyesight. Let's just do the natural pose. I've always liked this pose with Paimon anyway. Paimon's ready. Okay. We're forced to be wet. There it is. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. And again, that's cool because like Paimon is... So if you walk away... Paimon still is not in your inventory. But then here... Pops up. I always like that. It's kind of cool. It's such a nice little detail. Alright. So where should we go here? The adventure continues. Ah. I must wield the pyro of pyro. Wait. Amos bow. It continues with Amber. Oh, wait, hold on. I have an idea. This. I think we might have left the zooming a little bit too much in there. How do we go back a little bit? Is this fucked? Did we accidentally leave? No, we gotta zoom out, brother. There we go. There we go. Alright, that goes the event. Oh shit. Amber, no, don't do that. There you go. Okay. Very nice. Alright. I think that'll conclude the stream, actually. I didn't drop that many frames this stream. Only 139, and we've been good. Yeah, I think I'll leave it there. Let's go to the Science of Canopy though. Let's see the new wallpaper.